Happy holidays from our family to yours. Now, you know how we Messinas love our holiday traditions, and that starts with this, our annual Christmas newsletter. That's right. Every year while Teresa braves the crowds on Black Friday, I'm perched in front of my laptop, ready to start writing all the news that's fit to print in the year's Messina Post-Dispatch. So, let's start where we start every year, in the funny section, with an original Alex Messina dad joke. Why do so few of Santa's elves sing tenor in the North Pole Choir? Because it's hard for them to reach the high notes.
Oh, I know. Believe me, I'm groaning with you on that. So now it's on to the business section, where we report that it's been a good year for our family. Alex was named partner at his firm in April, and with it he got a handsome raise and a nice corner office. The promotion also came with added responsibilities, but he's proven to be more than capable. And speaking of added responsibilities, I decided it was time for me to ease back into work by starting my own consulting business.
Which brings us to this special report from the home improvement section of the Post-Dispatch. Sadly, I had to give up my recording studio, aka our guest bedroom. That's become the perfect space for Teresa's home office. And since I hadn't picked up my guitar, since I sang silly lullabies to put Hannah to sleep when she was a baby, I guess it made sense.
What I love best about working as an independent consultant is having control over my schedule. Hannah will go through her childhood only once, and I want to be around for all of it. I get to take her to school every morning and pick her up every afternoon, which is the best. I hear about what she did at school right away, instead of waiting until dinner when she'll have forgotten everything.
Hannah is so smart and inquisitive and mature for her age. She was in kindergarten for less than a month before they moved her up to first grade. She reads at a second grade level, but we don't want her moved up anymore because of the friends that she's made. Sadly, there aren't many kids her age in our housing development. We know because of how eager she was to find playmates when we bought this house 2 years ago. She knocked on every door in our neighborhood hoping to find kids her age. And as soon as a house is sold on our block, she pulls her personal welcome wagon right up to their front door to meet the new family that moves in. She's probably a little too eager.
And speaking of eager, boy is she ready for Christmas. She's already counting down the days and can't wait until Santa Claus sets out on his journey from the North Pole to pay us a visit.
Jolliphant Stocking requesting entry to the Zoom Bringing People Together video conference room.
Entry approved.
And here, Santa and Mrs. Claus, is where Allister Slalom will present a briefing on this year's scheduled departures. He will look into that camera, and the orientation will be seen by the hubs of London, New York, and Hong Kong, and will be seen by a total of... Oh, I'm terrible with numbers. Oh, Florian, what's the number of that? Florian Tulip, are you with us?
I'm sorry, the number of new recruits? That'd be 1,143.
Oh, thank you, dear. 1,143 carefully selected and meticulously trained Santas who will make deliveries to children across the world.
1,143. But, young ladies, I never had more than a single apprentice, and that was Allister himself my last 3 years.
Well, yes, and you taught him everything he knows. And that is why, as CEO...
That's Chief Elf Executive Officer.
He will oversee the magic of Macy's North Pole Command Center at the Best Buy Expert Service Unbeatable Price Help Desk.
The Best Buy Expert Service Unbeatable Price Help Desk? What is that?
We showed you earlier in the tour, Mrs. Claus. Don't you remember?
It's the call center, right next to the Built Ford Tough. sleigh assembly and simulation room. And across from Lowe's, let's build something together toy workshop.
Next to the FedEx We Deliver mail room.
The Best Buy Help Center is where we provide technical support to the Santas. Oh, such things as weather updates, airspace clearances, troubleshooting basic engine problems.
Things like that.
But I never had to worry about any of that. You can't tell me so much has changed in 1 year.
Oh, well, you have to understand.
And you expect all of these recruits to be able to do what I did in one night?
Well, now we knew replacing you was not going to be easy, so we're really appreciative that you gave us a 20-year notice. But this has all been in production since then. We broke ground on this facility. What's the size of this facility?
125,000 square feet.
Ah, yes, 125,000 square feet. And we broke ground on this facility
12 years ago.
Yes. And current advances in global navigation satellite systems have provided the technology needed for the Santas that, well, frankly, was second nature to you.
Good gracious. I mean, who paid for all this?
Jollifin Stocking, please report to the IBM Solutions for a Small Planet Data Center. Jollifin Stocking to the IBM Solutions for a Small Planet Data Center.
On second thought, don't answer that.
I'll be back in a moment. Please excuse me.
Well, I had no idea. This place is pretty impressive, don't you think?
It's big, all right, but I don't know about impressive. There's too many bells and whistles for my liking. I mean, do they really need all this high-tech gadgetry? And a sushi bar in the cafeteria? Or, excuse me, the good Campbell Soup cafeteria, honestly.
Well, I don't know. I think it's delightful. Anyway, Miss Stocking had a point. You can't expect nothing would change when you leave the job after 154 years.
But I didn't leave the job because it was never a job for me. And, I mean, my knees may have given out, but my spirit never did. I just wonder if half of these, how many, 1,143 Santa wannabes with young and able bodies have half of what's required to carry on what I did year after year. You know, a fancy new 125,000 square foot building doesn't guarantee that.
Now, there you go, knocking the building again. And let me remind you, it's not as if they didn't ask for your input.
But trust me, Allister would have asked me about carpet styles or paint colors, and that's all. Or maybe for suggestions on the reindeer stable. I mean, here I saw this huge building going up for so long, and I never even asked why on earth they needed something so big.
Or even to ask to take a look inside. But I know you. It's the letting go that made it so hard. But it has been so enjoyable to have you back. We finally found time to travel, and it's been good to see you take up new hobbies. You know, other than building toys. And you read a book this year.
That's true, I did, but I had to read something to take the place of the letters the kids would send me. Boy, I sure missed those. You know, and speaking of which, did you get a look at that mail room? I saw lots of machine sorting and barcoding and scanning going on, but did you see anyone reading even one letter?
Come to think of it, I didn't.
Neither did I. So I can't imagine anyone would notice that I grabbed a few from the incoming batch.
Why, Nicholas Joseph, shame on you.
Shh! Let's see what Ella from East Hampshire, England has to say. Dear Father Christmas. That's what they call me in Great Britain.
Yes, I know, dear.
How are you? I am 6 and I have been a good girl and want a unicorn nightlight for Christmas. My mummy and daddy are going to set out a glass of sherry and a slice of mincemeat pie for you. I hope it will warm you up on this cold night. Love, Ella.
That's the tradition in the UK, I understand. It's a welcome break from the usual milk and cookies set out across the US, huh?
That's for sure. Let's see. Next, here's one from Devish of New Delhi. Dear Father Christmas. You see, he calls me that too, because India was under British
Yes,
rule.
it was under British rule from 1858 to 1947. I know, darling.
Yes. How are you? This year for Christmas, I would like a new cricket bat. Do you play cricket? It's fun. Love, Devish. Cricket, you see, is the most popular sport in India. It's played with a ball
Yes,
and a bat.
it's played with a ball and bat, with 11 players on each side. And did you know the British brought cricket to India in the early 1700s, with the first documented game played in 1721? Now, the Indian national team shares a long-standing rivalry with the Pakistani team. The Indian-Pakistan matches are some of the most anticipated and most watched televised broadcasts in the whole world. And India, by the way, won the World Cup in 2011.
Yes, Devish is a sweet young man. Now, here's one from Rebecca in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Dear Sarah.
Allister Slalom requesting entry to the Zoom Bringing People Together video conference room.
Entry approved.
Well, finally! If it isn't jolly old Saint Nick himself. Welcome, Santa, to our humble abode.
Humble?
Behave.
And Mrs. Claus. Mwah, mwah. So lovely to see you again. I trust that Jollifin has given you a tour and answered any questions you may have. We have certainly missed you, but we are confident that to the children of the world, this will be another Christmas of great holiday cheer and dreams come true.
Yes, I certainly hope so.
I hope you two aren't in a rush to leave. Our kickoff meeting will begin in a few moments, and I would love it if you could share a word or two of encouragement with our new crew.
No, I don't know.
Wonderful! Are we about ready, Jollifin?
All of our recruits are present and accounted for. We are ready, Mr. Slalom.
Good evening, my winter wonderlanders, my Noel newcomers, and my jingle bells and bows. It's yours truly, Allister Slalom, wishing you all a very Merry Christmas. Yes, the long-awaited day is upon us. You've all been through 6 months of rigorous training and have learned the finer points of being a Santa Claus. Now, I trust that you all have your tablets with you. It's important that you keep them handy at all times. We have a lot to cover. But before we get started, I am thrilled to introduce a very special guest. He's our inspiration, our role model, and well, a pretty tough act to follow. Across the world, he is known by many names, such as Babbo Natale, Papa Noel, Kanakaloka, and Sinterklaas. But I am proud to call him mentor and my most trusted friend. Ladies and gentlemen, the true OG Santa Claus!
Hi, Allister. Gosh, this is quite an operation you have here, and I'm not sure what you want me to say. Except, I have heard from a few of you. I'm sorry, I'm not good at email, and I haven't taken the time to reply. I understand that you're excited and a bit nervous, and you should be. There's a lot that the kids are expecting from you. And the most common question you've asked is, how did I learn it all? I'm not sure that I have an answer for you. Allister mentioned having your tablets ready. I don't even know what that means. I never had a tablet. I never had to talk into one of these silly cameras or look at these crazy screens. I never went to a seminar or did any role playing, and I never read an instruction manual or went through the. What was that you were telling me about, Jonathan? Compliance training. All I can tell you is that the kids taught me everything I needed to know about being Santa Claus. Maybe it's too late to give you this advice, but I'd say all you really need to do is listen to them. I mean, only they know what they want, only they know how they feel. So I listened to them with my heart, every first one of them, because there's no every last one of them as far as I'm concerned. So listen to them, always. How did I learn how to be Santa Claus? By heart.
Thank you, Santa, for that great advice. All right, gang. If you could get out your tablets and go to the help desk tab. I want to remind you that before you call the help desk, you'll want to review the FAQ section, as you'll find answers to most of your questions there. If you can't find what you need, have your badge ready to swipe along the side of...
Let's get back to Rebecca's letter. Dear Santa, my name is Rebecca. I'm 12 years old. I'm not really sure why I'm writing you, because I know you're not real. But I'm feeling sad, and I need to believe in something, so I'm going to pretend.
I'm writing you from my 3rd foster home this year, where I've been for 2 months. The others ones didn't work out because I'm a bad person and I don't deserve to be part of any family. My parents split up before I was born because they knew that. I never met my dad, and my mom, she was in prison for a long time until she died 2 years ago. I lived with my grandparents for a while, until Grandma got sick. The foster parents I have now, they seem nice, but I'm sure they're only doing it for the money. I don't expect to be here for long. But for Christmas, I would just like to feel like I belong. Love.
Oh dear, she crossed out the word love and then wrote,
Goodbye,
Rebecca. Nicholas, that is so sad.
It certainly is.
And to think no one was going to read this letter.
Oh, no one at all. Sorted, barcoded, filed.
That poor girl. I doubt she's a bad person. She doesn't sound like a bad person at all.
No, I remember her. She's not a bad person, dear. She's just had a rough go of it.
What happens now?
We believe in her.
What?
Look, she may not believe in me, and that's okay. I don't care about that. I believe in her. We need to show her that.
We?
Hon, I know what I promised you, but
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I mean yes. That girl needs us.
Us. Yes, she does.
So we are off to Michigan. But come on, you're not wearing that.
Oh, you're right. I was thinking of that new beige cardigan.
Oh, very fun.
So here we are, in the room where it happens. Okay, I can't really say that because the real magic is happening in living rooms across the world this very night. But here, in the Best Buy Expert Service Unbeatable Price Help Desk, we will provide invaluable instruction and support to each of our humble heralds of holiday cheer. This help desk has access to the finest medium-range forecast technology to ensure that we stay ahead of the system in the world. Hello? And keep our safe at all times. Listen and be amazed.
Thank you for calling the Best Buy Help Desk. This is Chili Zamboni. I'm speaking to Santa 621. Is that correct? How may I help you?
Thank you for calling the Best Buy Help Desk. This is Florian Tolu. I'm speaking to Santa 453. How can I help?
You'll see that there is no question too difficult to answer and no problem too complicated to solve by these logistical wizards.
You say you think you left your coffee maker on at your house, and you want me to look into that for you?
Oh, brother.
Thank you for calling the Best Buy Help Desk. This is John. What? Mom? No. I told you never to call me at work. No.
No, perhaps today wasn't the best day to switch to decaf. But I should be able to look into that for you. Could you confirm your home address for me, please?
No, that's not right. The green striped pattern is to be worn on the inside of your outfit. It's insulation to keep you warm.
Mom, can't this wait until tomorrow? No. Okay. You need to point the remote at the TV. Are you doing that? Okay, yes, of course, the TV needs to be turned on first.
You're right. It's still that same classic, beautiful red suit that Santa wore. I'm sorry that you and some of the others were confused about that. Is there anything else?
No, Mom, listen to me.
Okay, I've got that turned off for you. Are there any other appliances you want me to look into? Your iron or an electric toothbrush, perhaps?
Okay.
Okay, do you see the input button on the remote? Okay, you need to push that. I don't know what color the button is. Blue, maybe. Now, what do you see on the screen?
Glad I could help. Merry Christmas.
You're welcome. Merry Christmas to you, too.
No, Mom, you turned the TV off. Let's start over.
No question too difficult to answer, no problem too complicated to solve.
And oh my goodness, Hannah is fascinated by the notion of Santa's reindeer. She won't go to a zoo without looking for the caribou section. That's another name for reindeer, you see. And if they don't have a caribou section, very few zoos do, she'll ask why not. And if they do, she'll ask if any of them work for Santa.
Last year, we took a trip to the San Diego Zoo, and the caribou keeper winked and said that a few of their reindeer take time off over the holiday season every year. Hannah was so excited she could hardly talk about anything else. But she didn't tell any of her friends because she felt the caribou keeper was sharing a secret with her.
It was adorable.
Well, this is certainly different than your old stable.
You think? Just close your eyes and take a deep breath, and you'll find it's pretty much the same as any other stable. But you know what makes it different from my old stable is the absence of a certain team of reindeer and my friend Ranger Fur. Ranger Fur! Ranger Fur Tarandus, where are you, my friend?
Well, perhaps he retired too. I always remember him saying he'd hang up his dandy brushes and braid kits when you finally call it quits.
I hope not. Ranger Fur!
All right, I heard you the first time. Sammy, you take this pail and you hand feed any of the calves that you find over here on this side, will you?
Will do, Mr. Trandus.
And Finn, would you please brush down little Haley over there? She's looking a little shaggy.
Yes, sir.
Now, what's the commotion I was hearing? My, oh my, look what the Arctic cat dragged in. What in the world are you two doing here? You know, you should be spending your first year in Christmas retirement somewhere warm. You know, like Acapulco, Florida, Minneapolis.
Come on, Ranger Fur, you know him. Just try and keep this one away. Now, who are these two? Part of the Tarandus clan?
Huh? Please. He wishes.
No, don't listen to them. No, they're not my kin. But again, what brings you back?
Allister asked me if I would come in and help give the new crew a proper send-off, and, well, how can I turn him down?
Allister, yeah, don't get me started.
That bad, huh?
Well, I'm surprised you're still here, Rangerfer. I thought you'd be retired too.
Well, that was the plan, wasn't it? Problem is, that was my plan. But it was not Slalom's. Oh, yeah, he hired all of these new Santas to take your place, but he didn't consider a succession plan for yours truly.
But what about your kids? Surely they've been helping you out. Oh, not that you two aren't doing a great job.
We're good. No worries here.
Yeah, my children, yes, they've been helping to an extent. My sons, RJ and Caprio, they helped a bit with the day-to-day. It was a good thing, too, because I was left with nearly 5,000 head to tend to this year. Yeah, our esteemed CEO has yet to learn that reindeer are not exactly self-sufficient. And no, neither of my sons are too keen on the idea of filling these shoes. I can't say that I blame them.
No,
My granddaughter, Fallow, that's RJ's older daughter. Yeah, she thinks that the North Pole needs to improve its social media presence. The only presents I understand are the ones that we load up on the sleigh every year.
Well, it's just the way companies are marketing themselves these days, Artie. You know, daily papers and monthly magazines that were on your front porch and on the corner newsstand are now in the palm of your hand. And the ads that were on those pages, well, they're all now hashtags, .coms, and viral videos.
Viral videos. That reminds me. Apparently, I caught one of those this past year. I feel fine, but Fallow tells me that my viral video had over 2 million views. Now, maybe I didn't hear that right, because I thought that would be a HIPAA violation or something. Yeah, Slalom was probably behind it all, I'm guessing.
Okay. Well, at least you have Allister to thank for this beautiful facility.
Oh, correction. You mean the Purina Deer Chow Stable and Lodge?
of course she does.
Well, anyway, kudos to you for pulling it off. This last year must have been quite a challenge.
Oh, it sure was, but don't jinx it with any kudos yet. The night is still young. But boy, it sure felt like we were making it up as we went along. But what about you? You know, this has to be quite a change in routine.
Well, yeah.
You know, I thought it was funny because, you know, I half expect, well, no, I didn't half expect. I thought for sure that you would come back here and beg to go out just one more time. Oh, yeah, you'd walk in here and you'd start with your small talk, and then you'd ask, "Hey, where's my team?"
You know, come to mention it, where is Dasher and the rest of the gang? You didn't send them out with one of the rookies, did you?
Nope. No, we decided it was time for them to retire too. Yeah, they're outside. They're playing night polo or freeze tag. You know, yeah, your typical reindeer games. Why do you ask?
Oh, I don't know. We were just curious. Would you would you say they're well rested? I mean, have they eaten?
Well, let me think. I suppose so.
And the sleigh. You remember that steel rudder on the driver's side was knocked a couple degrees off? It was causing quite a bit of drag when I hit those high winds crossing Patagonia last year. Did you have a chance to take a look at that?
Yes, I did. And it's better than new now. Not only that, but she has a new pair of Michelin Stealth Ultra Wiper Blades, too.
The best in the business. Better safe than sorry.
Exactly. And, why Allister didn't send her out, I don't know. I've been told there's something to do with some new licensing agreement that he finagled. That's what CEOs do, apparently. Finagle.
The hay. The hay is still imported, right?
Well, it's a bit hard to grow up here. You know, since it's all ice and snow all year round.
Yeah, I suppose so.
Yeah, we bring it in from Norway. Yeah, the reindeer seem to like that the best. Taste of home, don't you know?
Crying out loud. Just say it, Mr. Santa, sir.
Say what?
For Christmas sakes, what is on your mind, old man?
Okay, Artie, look, I know what I said.
Yes.
Yes. You mean...
I mean, yes. Don't tell me. There's a child that needs you.
Yes. A young girl.
Okay, so where are we headed?
We?
Grand Rapids, Michigan.
Ah, lovely this time of year.
Her name is Rebecca, 12 years old.
12 years old, just like my fallow.
Now wait, you're coming along?
What, like there's not enough room?
I get to ride shotgun.
Well, we'll need to round up the team first.
Well, I'll give you the honors, my friend.
Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Tommy and on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. Yes, I always wanted to say that.
Not so fast, you two. You won't be coming with us.
No fair. Why not?
2 reasons. 1, no parental permission slip. And 2, no booster seats in the sleigh.
The Honeywell home security system? Let's see. I don't get too many requests for that, but give me a second here.
A Rottweiler, you say? Ooh, is the dog snapping or lunging? No, that's good.
Thank you for calling the Best Buy Help Desk. This is Florian Tolu. I'm speaking to Santa 78. How can I help?
Okay, make sure your egg whites are at room temperature.
First, tap the disarm key, and then you'll have to enter a 4-digit passcode. Let's see, for the Eisenhower residence, that would be 9704. Enter that followed by the hashtag key.
The dog's name is Rex. When you are close to him, begin to make your body smaller. Lower the shoulder closest to him and start turning so that you are almost facing away.
You're telling me you didn't take care of that before you left? Okay, well, let's see. There are 3 bathrooms in the house, and I recommend you use the one just off the kitchen.
Then add a pinch of cream of tartar. It's acidic and adds stability and volume to your egg whites. If you don't have cream of tartar, you can substitute lemon juice.
When you finish, you'll need to reset the alarm. To do that, tap the arm mode key, and then enter that same 4-digit passcode followed by the hashtag key. That's right.
You good? Okay. Now, Keep your hands to yourself and give the dog a few seconds to sniff you. You glance at the dog, but avoid extended eye contact. If the dog hasn't moved away, give it another second or two.
Glad I could help. Merry Christmas to you too.
Now slowly add in the confectionery sugar. It melts easily and won't weigh you down. Before the ink bites down. Then, once your foam gets glossy, it triples in size. Mwah! Voila! You have the perfect French meringue. Sorry, wrong number.
When Alex and I first married, we dreamed of having a large family. As you know, it took longer than we planned to have Hannah, but she was worth the wait. Then, shortly after that, a speaker came to our church to inform us that there were over 10,000 boys and girls in the state of Michigan who were waiting for a safe and caring home to take them in.
So, we talked about it as a family and prayed about it. Last year, we started training to become foster parents. It was harder and more involved than we expected, but very gratifying. After we were certified, we had 10-year-old Desiree into our home for a temporary 3-week placement in August, and then welcomed 12-year-old Rebecca in October. She is very quiet, but Hannah likes her. Rebecca has been through a lot, and we hope that she'll stay a while. He sprang to his sleigh, to his team gave a whistle, and away they all flew like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, ere he drove out of sight, "Happy Christmas to all, and to all a good night."
Thanks, Dad. That was so fun.
Thanks, Hannah Banana.
So, Hannah, what's the next part of the Messina Christmas Eve tradition?
Okay, let's see. First, we had Grandma's bologna soup for dinner.
That's tortellini soup.
That's what I said. It was delicious. And then, of course, we set out cookies for Santa. And then Dad reads the But Where's Rudolph book like he just did.
Because Rudolph isn't in the story, right? We started this tradition a few years ago. And when Alex read the part where Santa calls out all the reindeer by name, well, Rudolph isn't mentioned.
Because Rudolph wasn't born yet.
Okay, well, sort of. But anyway, Hannah stopped her dad and asked, "But where's Rudolph?" So ever since, we've called it the
But Where's Rudolph story. Hooray! See, that's why.
Okay, Hannah, you can dial it back a little, okay, kiddo?
Oh, Alex, it's fine. She's just excited to share our traditions with Rebecca.
A big sister.
Oh, Hannah, come here. We talked about this.
Okay, sorry. I'm sorry, Rebecca.
So, okay, Hannah, where were we? With the Messina traditions?
I forgot what comes next.
Gosh, Teresa, can you believe it? Young Hannah here forgot about the gifts. I guess we can take them all back.
No, the presents stay!
You see, what silly Hannah forgot about is the Messina family Christmas Eve tradition when we each open one gift from under the tree. That's what we did in my house growing up, and I decided to bring that tradition into our family.
How about you, Rebecca? What family traditions did you have? Did your dad ever read But Where's Rudolph story to you?
No, my dad, I don't know. I liked Christmas best when I was with my grandma and grandpa, I guess. My grandma liked music, so we listened to Christmas music. I liked that.
Like Jingle Bells? That's my favorite.
No, not that one. I mean, I like the song and everything, but that's not what my grandma would listen to. I mean, it didn't even have any singing. It was on a
record album, is that what you mean?
I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, the song went something like da 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 or something like that.
The Dance of the Sugar Plum Fairy.
Huh?
That's the name of the song she was humming. It's from the Nutcracker by Tchaikovsky. There's a famous ballet that's performed to it.
A ballet?
Yes, and what Rebecca is describing is a record album. We had them too when I was young. It's what we played music on before there were CDs.
Try again, Alex.
Okay, before there were downloads.
Oh, I remember. It had a big square cover. There was like a picture of a wooden doll, A man with a mustache in some uniform with this tall hat?
Yes, that's the Nutcracker. He's a character in the ballet.
Yeah, okay.
In the ballet, young Clara gets a nutcracker for Christmas that turns into a handsome prince and takes her on a beautiful journey.
Teresa, maybe we could add that to our Messina holiday season traditions. Somebody's always putting on a production of the Nutcracker around here for Christmas. What do you guys think?
Sounds good to me. Rebecca, how about you?
Okay, but speaking of our current traditions...
Presents!
Okay, presents, yes. Yes, so why don't you grab Mom and I a present first, and then you guys can grab one for yourselves.
But you said it's a family tradition, right?
Yes, it is.
But I'm not a member of your family. I'm just...
Oh, but darling, you most certainly are. You are here, and we are happy that you're here. Honey, we've talked about this. That bed you slept in last night, that's your bed. The clothes you're wearing, they are your clothes.
Rebecca, you're here because we want you here. And for as long as you're here, we want you to feel comfortable. We want you to feel safe. We want you to feel like you are a part of our family. Do you understand?
I guess so.
So go on. Grab a gift from under the tree, okay?
Me first!
Okay, that gift is from your Uncle Bill and Aunt Connie in Dearborn.
Oh, it's a puppy for real toy. Look how cute she is. I love her. Mom, your turn.
Okay. This one is it's from your dad. Oh, it's that pair of earrings I've been eyeing for so long. Thanks, honey. Oh, your turn, Alex.
Okay, and my gift is from my beautiful and very generous daughter. And it is a wallet. Well, that looks an awful like the wallet I got last year.
Well, Hannah knows how much you like your wallet.
Well, I sure do. Daddy likes it a lot. Thanks, kiddo.
Thanks. Now it's your turn, Rebecca. Wait, who's your gift from?
It's from you guys. It's nice. Thank you.
Well, there's one last part of the Messina family Christmas Eve tradition.
Yes, and that is an early bedtime for everyone. After all, Santa is coming and we can't get in his way. All right, kids?
Okay, but I'm going to take my puppy for real toy to bed with me.
Hand him to me first. We need to take him out of the box, silly.
And Rebecca, you can help me come up with a name.
Hannah, Rebecca will be with you in just a minute. I want to run some puppy for real names by Rebecca, all right?
You heard your mom. Quick to the bathroom. Let's brush your teeth.
Okay, see you in a couple minutes.
Rebecca, I just wanted to talk to you for a minute.
Did I do something wrong? I did something wrong, didn't I? I like the sweater, I really do. Oh, why do I always do this?
Honey, no, it's fine. There's nothing wrong at all, believe me. I just wanted to talk, that's all.
Talk?
Yeah, just talk. I don't think we do enough of that. I just... The holidays must be hard for you. I know you don't like to discuss your mom, but I want you to know that you can talk to me about her or about anything else that you want to. Really, you can.
Thanks, but I'm okay. I am.
What is it, Rebecca?
Nothing.
Good night, then. We are glad to have you here. I really mean that. Hannah, well, she likes spending time with you.
I noticed.
So I guess I'll take Bella into Hannah. You'll join her soon?
Yes, in a few minutes.
Is Rebecca okay? She was so quiet tonight.
I don't know. It's so hard to tell. I asked her if she wanted to talk. I feel like she has so much to say, but I guess she's just not ready. What did Hannah say?
Oh, nothing. You know Hannah, she's just excited about Christmas.
Yes, isn't it sweet? I just hope some of that joy of hers rubs off on Rebecca, at least a little. Do you think she liked the sweater? Maybe we should have asked her to pick one out.
It's a beautiful sweater. I'm sure she'll like it. She's probably just not used to getting nice things and is suspicious and doesn't know how to act. Does that make sense?
I suppose. In that case, imagine what she'll be like tomorrow.
I know. And I found this granola bar under her pillow when I was getting her bed ready. Don't worry, Hannah didn't notice.
Oh my. The other day I found an apple hidden in her closet. I just left it there. I understand how she's uncomfortable with getting nice things from us, I do, but this food hoarding? Is it possible that her previous foster homes couldn't give her enough to eat?
You know, Teresa, remember our foster caseworker said it might be more about how Rebecca is resisting or adapting to change? Even when the change is good or what we think is good, or it might be a control issue. We don't know. But what we do know is it's going to take time.
I know, you're right. I just want her to be happy. She's a good kid. Sometimes when I see her smile, she just lights up the room. I want to see her smile more.
And she will. She'll smile more here in our home. Come on, let's go to bed.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious.
Oh. Well. You know, for one stop in Michigan, maybe we should have flown commercial.
I'm sorry, you two. I guess I forgot to tell you what to expect that first time up. It's just become so second nature to me.
What was the G-force on that takeoff? You know, I can swear that my stomach split in half and it dropped clear down below my shins. No wonder my ankles are rumbling.
Well, I knew it would be cold at 10,000 feet, but I didn't know the temperature wasn't going to bother me as much as the humidity. I mean, look at me. I'm a mess.
I'm glad that the team was well fed, but I never read anything on that label that stated that the soluble fiber in that Purina chow would give reindeer gas at 10,000 feet. Oh, I put deflectors on the front of the sleigh. I'd have known about that.
And look what I found in the glove compartment, Nicholas. As if the goodies the family set out for you aren't enough.
Okay, guys, I'm sorry. I hope an unscheduled landing at this Northwest Territories rest stop will help you all regain your bearings. I mean, we're not on a schedule per se, but I would like to get back up and in the air in, say, 10 minutes.
Okay, that'll be fine. I just need a moment to freshen up. You can do this. You can do this. And do this.
Holy cow, Nick! You know, it's one thing to take a joyride around the North Pole. Test out a new calf on the tow line. This is something altogether different. No wonder you want to hang it up.
Oh, no, Artie, that's where you're all wrong. I loved every minute of it, and I'm going to miss every second of it.
Then why retire?
Some people just know when it's time, you know? And then there are people with wives who tell you when it's time.
Okay, I think I'm ready. But take it easy on us newbies, okay?
Fair enough.
To Rebecca, love, Alex and Teresa. Love, Alex and Teresa.
Hey, we're supposed to be in bed. What are you listening to? Your grandma's Christmas music?
What? No, not that.
We're supposed to be in bed. I said we're
Supposed to be in bed. I know. Why? 'Cause Santa's coming? You're hilarious. 'Cause you should know, none of it's true. None of it. Santa, Merry Christmas, love Alex and Teresa, them wanting me here, happy families. It's all fake. Just like your puppy for real toy. And once it breaks, you won't want it anymore. No one will. Believe me, I know all about it.
What toy of yours broke?
A toy? I'm not talking about a toy. And why do you care anyways?
Because you're my big sister. I always wanted a big sister.
And what's with that? A big sister? Why would you want a big sister anyways? You should want a little sister to love and to hold and to help feed when they're babies. And then help with homework and teach about boys when they grow up. Because, believe me, I'd be no good to you as an older sister. I can't teach you anything. I can't help you with anything. I don't know anything and I don't care about anything. Is that what you want a big sister for? To teach you all that? Let me just save you the trouble right now, Hannah. You won't want me as a big sister. I'm just too broken. That's what my mom taught me. Oh, Hannah, look, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to upset you. We're supposed to be in bed, remember? We wouldn't want to get in Santa's way. Okay, bring it in, kiddo. Now get back to bed. I'll be with you in a few minutes, okay?
Hey, baby girl. Happy birthday. Sorry I couldn't be at your party. I hope it was fun. I can't believe you're already 7 years old. You're growing up so fast. Tell Grandma and Grandpa I said hi, and I hope I'll get to see you soon, okay? Love ya. Hey, Rebecca, it's Mom. I'm sorry. It's been a rough day. I heard from Ray this week. You remember Ray, that nice guy who rides the motorcycle? Well, anyway, he came to see me today, and it didn't go well. And just before he left, he said, well, it's not important what he said, but it reminded me that today was your birthday. What are you, 8 already? Oh, how could that be? Oh, baby, I think about you every day, and I love you so much and hope that one day...
Love, Alex and Teresa. Santa Claus?
Uh-oh.
857, you must settle down. Now, please, start from the beginning.
Oh boy, Jonathan, this is nuts!
Absolutely nuts!
What is it?
Hold on for a second, will you, 857? Now, you three, listen up. This sounds serious. Back to your stations and be ready to assist stat.
But you're at my station. I took that call from 857, remember?
Fine, then you move over to my desk pronto and I'll put 857 on speakerphone.
Oh, please, would you call me by my real name? When you call me 857, it sounds so impersonal.
Okay, fine. What is your real name?
Oh, it's Rodney Franklin Abernathy the Third.
Okay, Rodney Franklin Abernathy the Third. Tell me, what on earth is going on?
Now you sound like my mother. On second thought, I guess
For crying out loud,
857.
857, what is the problem?
Well, for starters.
For starters? Oh, good grief.
Oh, for starters, it's never good.
Well, apparently there is a 12-year-old girl living at this address that does not appear on my manifest. 411 Lake Street in Grand Rapids, Michigan, USA, 49507.
I'm on it. 411 Next Street in Grand Rapids, the Messina residence. Father Alex, 35, Mother Teresa, 34, and daughter Hannah, 5 years old. No other child listed. Not as of October 1st, anyway.
Maybe she's just there for a sleepover.
Nope, she lives here, and her name is Rebecca.
How in the world do you know that?
Yeah, she told me.
Warning. A code red is in progress. Lock down all departments immediately. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
She saw you? You talked to her? Do you realize how serious this is? I'm gonna have to file Section 41C as soon as I get off the phone. I did not need this tonight.
Who is he kidding? I'll have to file the Section 41C. He wouldn't know a 41C if it flew down the chimney and wished him a Merry Christmas.
Oh, Merry Christmas to you too, Jonathan.
I understand, and I'm sorry, sir, but what do I do now?
Well, tell me, what is she doing right now, this very minute?
Well, I don't know, sir. I stepped outside to make this call.
You left the scene of the violation?
Warning. A code green is in progress. Lock down all departments immediately. This is not a drill. Repeat, this is not a drill.
Now it's Section 37D. Oh man, the hits just keep coming.
Okay, 857, listen to me. First, let's take the easy part. Getting Rebecca a gift. Go to the left rear section of your sleigh with a label that says open in case of emergency. Are you with me?
Yes, I'm here. Open in case of emergency. What's next?
From here you have access to a wide assortment of merchandise, everything carefully cataloged. Slide the panel in front of you to the left, you should see a touchpad.
Alright, I see it. What now?
Touch the code 1 prompt, that's for an unlisted child. From the menu that appears, select girl, then 12 years old, and when it asks for a name, type Rebecca.
Okay, girl, 12 years old, RUBCCA. I hear a humming and it says processing.
That's good. Close the panel until you hear a beep, that's your cue to open it again.
It says, to Rebecca from Santa and everything. So what's this gift anyway?
Well, let's see. 12-year-old girl, Grand Rapids, Michigan, zip code 49507. It should be a portable karaoke machine.
Built by my cousin, Killian Swizzle. And look at this. Consumer Reports give it 5 stars. Way to go, Killian!
Okay, well, I'm getting ready to head back into the house now. What do I do about Rebecca?
Oh, tell her she's having a bad dream and to go back to bed.
Tell her you're a plumber and you're there to fix the sink.
Tell her that you're with the CIA and on a top secret mission.
At this hour? No. She knows I'm Santa, but she did seem surprised.
That's good. She's surprised because she's at that age where children don't believe in Santa.
Don't believe in Santa? But that's crazy town!
We'll use that to your advantage. Tell her that there is no Santa and you're just a long-lost relative dropping off gifts just for fun.
Perfect. Inspired.
Yes, well, I know.
Good luck, 857, and keep us posted.
Will do. Good. You're still here.
Where else would I be? I live here. Well, for now anyway.
Oh, yes, of course. No, I just mean you're still in the living room. No, and I'm supposed to tell you that there's no such thing as Santa Claus. In case you were wondering.
Duh, as if this get-up was supposed to convince me otherwise. I mean, look at you. Even a mall Santa knows not to wear a suit inside out.
Inside out? Oh, I thought I was being fashion forward.
Nope, most certainly fashion backward. So, if you're not Santa, who are you supposed to be?
Oh, I'm supposed to be. I mean, I am a long lost relative dropping off gifts just for fun. That's right.
Really? Which one? Rich from Raleigh, Cyrus from Cincinnati, Paul from Pasadena, Tracy from Terre Haute.
Yeah, that last one.
Tracy from Terre Haute?
That's him.
And Tracy from Terre Haute?
No, I'm so sorry. Did I say him? I meant her.
Okay. Aunt Tracy. Nice to meet you. Funny, I don't recall Aunt Tracy being quite so...
No. I mean, Aunt Tracy sent me. You know, it's hard for her to travel anymore because of her gout. Yeah, that's it.
Old. I don't recall Aunt Tracy being quite so old. Gout at 23 years old, huh? Tragic.
Tracy's 23. Well, I believe she caught it from a relative. That'll teach her to run around barefoot in her grandfather's bathroom, huh? But anyway, I'm sure it must be long past your bedtime, so off you go. Good night.
But you know, it's just like Aunt Tracy to forget about me. I see gifts for Hannah and her parents in that bag of yours, but nothing for me.
No, that's where you're wrong. I went back to the sleigh to grab this for you. You know, after...
After you freaked out and said, wait, who are you and why aren't you on my manifest? Or later when you said, excuse me, but I need to call the help desk.
But you see, Aunt Trudy...
Tracy.
Tracy, yes. She sometimes gets confused because...
Because of her gout.
Yes, her gout. You know what? I think we're good now, so if you'll just get along back to bed, I can take care of my business here and head to the Monroes next door.
The Monroes next door? Are you telling me that dear Aunt Tracy is related to them too?
Actually, okay, listen, Rebecca. It's time for me to come clean.
You are Aunt Tracy.
No.
You're off your meds and on the red.
No, of course not.
You have no business being here.
No, I mean, yes, I mean, listen, Rebecca, okay. I am Santa Claus. At least I'm trying.
Well, if this is your audition, I'm sorry, but we've decided to go in a different direction.
This isn't easy, you know. You try going door to door across the entire upper Midwest after conquering a childhood fear of heights, flying with a team of reindeer that, let me tell you, do not get along. All while your wife is streaming all 9 seasons of How I Met Your Mother without you. Don't you dare tell me how it ends. Oh, with just 6 months of training. And you try following the act of a bigger-than-life, legendary figure, the original, incomparable, the one and only jolly old Saint Nick. Man, what I wouldn't give to know what he would say at a time like this.
Hey, who took my parking space?
Okay, Santa 725. What you'll need to do is go to the left rear section of your sleigh where it says, open in case of emergency.
Pardon me? Rob Barron, the Wall Street Journal? You're an investigative reporter? How did you get this number?
Thank you for calling the Best Buy Help Desk. This is Chili Zamboni. I'm speaking to Santa 31. Is that correct? Hello? 31?
Really? I can't believe it. So much for the spirit of Christmas. Let me talk to him.
Good. Now touch the code 4 prompt and then type in, let's see, PN-135. You should hear a humming noise, and then the display should say processing. Okay, good.
You know, we've discussed this at length here at the North Pole. But I'm afraid the organization refuses to take a position on that matter, Mr. Barry.
31, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
Officer Simmons, is it? Happy holidays to you, sir. Allister Slalom speaking. Say, I know the speed limit in Windsor Heights is only 25. But I was wondering if, in the spirit of Christmas...
Okay, so you got it. Good. Now you know that this will have to come out of your paycheck. After all, nobody asked you to try Mrs. Thompson's 30-inch exercise ball.
The matter is controversial, I agree. And I see why you might seek an opinion from us. But again, we have no official comment.
31, I can hear you breathing.
What do you mean if you give him a pass, you have to give everyone a pass? He's Santa Claus, for crying out loud. Well, I am someone who just punched their tickets on the naughty list. BENSIMMONS.
Yes! Well, and so you feel that way. You have a safe rest of your evening now, too.
Yeah, but off the record, Die Hard is not a Christmas movie.
Santa 31 just butt-dialed me.
I wonder how 857 is doing.
Oh, it's been a while. He should be fine by now.
For sure. You gave him such great advice, Allister. In fact, I think you're doing a fantastic job.
Why, thank you, Jonathan. As immodest as it may sound, I agree. In fact, this may very well turn out to be the
worst day of my life.
Oh, now listen, young man. I mean, you may have started off on the wrong foot or had a misstep along the way, but nobody wearing this suit
or that one
has the right to have a bad day on Christmas Eve, let alone the worst day of their life. I mean, how is that even possible? I'm sorry you needed to hear that, young lady.
No, it's okay. But honestly, it's my fault he's having such a bad day. But it's nothing new. I mess things up everywhere I go and, well, everywhere I am.
Oh, now, young lady, please don't say that. I won't hear it.
No. Now, Mr. 857, I'm sorry. Can I call you by your first name? I mean, is that even allowed under this new regime?
You asking me, lady? I only talk to reindeer.
Rodney Franklin Abernathy. No, well, it's Rodney. Just Rodney.
All right, Rodney. Thank you. Now, Rodney, were you paying attention when my husband spoke at the orientation last evening? He had one piece of advice for you and the others. Do you remember what it was?
Let's see. Don't take no for an answer. No. If you drop a cactus, Don't try to catch it before it hits the ground.
What?
Yeah.
No.
Don't take any wooden nickels?
Nicholas.
Listen to the children. Only they know.
They know what they want, only they know how they feel. See, I was paying attention.
Rebecca, I think we know how you feel, but you've been here just a short time. Still, you want to fit in and nobody tells you how to. And I know you want to feel like you belong, but you're not even sure you do.
Yes. And Rebecca, dear, your feelings are very real and very true. But you must realize you are not responsible for anything that happened here tonight.
You're right. You're right. I didn't handle that well at all, but when I called the help desk...
No, you mean the helpless desk.
Wait. How do you even know about Rebecca? She wasn't even supposed to be here.
Oh, not supposed to be here. Listen, young man, it's that kind of talk.
No, I didn't mean that. I just mean her name didn't show up on my tablet. Everything I'm supposed to know is supposed to be on my tablet, and if it's not, I'm to call Allister.
Oh, you mean Mr. Downhill Disaster Slalom?
Listen, I'm sorry, but everything you need to know isn't found on that tablet of yours. It's like I told you last evening. Everything you need to know comes from the children themselves. I mean, what they say to you when they sit on your lap at the shopping center, what they write in their letters, what they reveal on that very rare occasion when they catch you in the act on Christmas Eve. It says so much. And you must never hide from them, never assume you know what they want, and most importantly, never lie to them.
So you and Hannah, are you two getting along?
I suppose, I mean...
Well, now Santa told me she has always wanted a big sister.
Yeah, well... No, wait. How do you know that? Is she here? Did you guys talk to her?
Oh,
she's supposed to be sleeping.
yes, honey, she is. She's asleep. I'm talking about when Santa met her before. My husband told me she's been asking for a big sister for 2 years now.
Santa? Your husband? He's the Santa who comes to the Woodland Mall.
Well, yes, dear, up until this past year. You see, he
So
just...
this is all real?
Well, yes, honey. Why? Do you doubt it?
Yes, I mean, I don't know. Maybe. Anyways, she actually asked Santa for a sister? What did he say to her?
Oh, now that's an easy one. He said, well, honey, we can't exactly build you a sister in Santa's workshop, can we? Maybe you ought to talk to your parents.
Did you say something about the team not getting along? Well, now look, I train them the best I can, but I don't make the sleigh assignments, and I don't slot them into the positions. You know that's up to you. Now, you have a quint set, right?
That's a team of 5 deer, son.
Yes, Mr. Tarandis, sir, a quint set, that's right.
Well, okay, how did you assign the bow position? That's usually the main issue when a team fails to gel like they should. Now, the right and the left siders, they take their cues from the bow position in a quint set. You know what I mean?
I just meant they couldn't agree on a radio station, that's all.
Oh, okay, then. We can finish up here, my friend. You've got a lot of deliveries ahead of you, and I think it's best if you move along.
Yes, of course. Thanks for everything. I learned more in these last few minutes from you than I did in all 6 months of my training. No, and if it's all right with you, can we maybe not mention any of this to Allister?
What? And pass up a chance to praise him for his flawless training, his up-to-date database, his crackerjack help desk team, and his spot-on instincts?
Yeah, all of that.
Yes, yeah. For your sake, Rodney, we'll just keep this to ourselves.
Thanks. I better run. If I'm going to make the rest of Aunt Tracy's special deliveries yet tonight, I'd better pick up the pace. No, that's an inside joke. But honestly, Merry Christmas. Oh, it was a pleasure meeting both of you. I hope you enjoy your gift, Rebecca.
Thank you.
Well, yes, and all my best to you, Rodney, and your fashion statement.
What about you guys? Don't you have other homes to visit?
Well, I was thinking maybe we could pop in on Ranger for his great nephew in Pontiac, but he decided to go south for the winter.
Oh, he's become something of a snowbird, has he?
Not exactly. It's South Pole.
Oh, I see.
So no, Rebecca, we don't have other homes to visit. We came down just for you.
Just me? Why?
Well, I read the letter that you sent to the North Pole. I mean, Rodney didn't exactly have a chance to see it. And I wanted to make sure you got a gift.
Oh gosh, you didn't have to do that. I mean, Rodney brought me a present. Wait, you actually read my letter?
Well, yes, he did, and he let me read it too.
Oh, but when I wrote it, I didn't know.
No,
I
honey,
mean,
it's
I
okay.
didn't
It's all right. Don't worry. Don't worry.
So you see, Rebecca, I had to go.
Yes. And I decided if he could make one more trip to bring you a gift, I could make it too. Because that wasn't an option before.
And I thought I'd tag along too. You see, I tend to the reindeer, and I don't get to see them in action outside of, a test run or two. Say, how would you like to meet Dasher and the rest of the gang? Oh, give them all a snack, maybe. Come on, then. Get your coat.
Are we headed up to the roof?
No, we park in the front yard now. Homeowners' policies don't cover a sleigh's occasional rough landing on your roof. You don't build them like they used to.
Nicholas, thank you so much for letting me come along. This has been so special.
Oh, yes, it's great to have you and Artie with me for once.
And this house is lovely.
Yeah, it is, isn't it? They've changed things around a bit. Last year, the tree was here in front of the picture window, but I like this better.
It's a starter and Blitzen, 8 in all. Of course, we didn't need more than 3 for this trip. Such a light load. But they all wanted to make this one last flight. So we decided that they could all come. Oh, here's some carrots. Reindeer love them.
Where's Rudolph?
Rudolph? Well, I'll tell you the truth, Rebecca. There is no Rudolph. He was made up.
No, I mean from this. Wait, made up? Really?
Yes. A gentleman named Robert May came up with the idea of Rudolph back in 1938, 39. It was one of the few times when Santa ran into a family member while delivering toys. Yeah, Bob lived in Chicago. It was a foggy Christmas Eve, which was, well, it's kind of funny. Anyway, Santa walked in on Bob as he was finishing up some last-minute gift wrapping. Well, after a bit of awkward small talk, Bob told Santa about a book idea that he had been kicking around about a reindeer with a bright light for a tail. Anyway, that was Bob's original idea. So they sat down to talk about it over a glass of milk, a slice of icebox cake. And before long, Bob had the story that you know today. He wrote it for his daughter. Do you know that? She was about Hannah's age.
You know about Hannah?
Well, sure. Santa told us about her on the way down. Santa knows everybody.
Really? That's so cool. But Hannah's sure disappointed about, you know.
Well, why don't we make that our little secret, okay?
Maybe so. So your dad was telling us the story when we were...
You don't think it's bad, do you, that we ran into Rebecca?
Oh, no, I think it's fine. Look, it happens. Not often, but it happens. And you know, it's funny. Every child I've ever met on Christmas Eve is so excited to see me, but then eventually, I don't know why, they just forget. After a year or two, they just grow out of the memory, some quicker than others.
Well, I remember you telling me that it didn't bother you whether or not Rebecca believed in you or not. But I think she does now.
Yes, I suppose she does, for now anyway. But I meant what I said. It's not important to me.
The great story. Yeah. Family traditions are the best. You know, I'm sure that you... I'm sure you'll have traditions too. You're how old? 12 now? 12. That's the same as my granddaughter, Fallow. In fact, you remind me a bit of her, actually.
Really? Oh, well, she must give you all kinds of trouble.
No, please, what do you mean? You are sweet and kind, and the way you spoke about the Messinas just now, I can tell that you're a caring person. I think you're really smart.
Your granddaughter. Is she a big sister to somebody?
Yeah, she has a little sister named Cordata. Oh, Fallow, loving only child. But oh boy, let me tell you, when she learned that she was going to have a little brother or a sister, she was very unhappy. Oh, she threw such a tantrum when her mother went into labor, but the tears and the stubbornness all melted away the first time that she laid eyes on little Cordata. Those two became inseparable. Well, at least as inseparable as two girls 7 years apart can be.
7 years apart? So what you doing now? Fallow, I mean.
Oh, she's always running here and there. She's such a real hot shot with her fancy phone, her computer. She said she's really big on what do you call it? Instagram? Is that that video thing on the computer?
Well, sort of. But I think she's talking about TikTok. Wait, I knew you looked familiar. Quick, come in the house.
All right, is there anything else? Very good. Have a safe rest of your evening.
No, he's wrapping up another call. Okay, I see.
Who was that?
Okay, I'll let him know.
Well?
Okay, that was Gefolter Frost from the IBM Data Center. He said that things were tense in China for a while, but everything seems to have settled down. He says they're about 84% done, and he projects that everyone will have returned with their teams ahead of schedule.
That's great.
Oh, something about the EFC margins falling well within the acceptable parameters. And then he'll be recommending a review of precincts 13, 15, and 17 in region You are too, for a possible realignment at the review scheduled for February.
Is that all?
Oh, he said that there's an ink pen missing from his desk and he wondered if you took it.
An ink pen?
Look what I found under my desk. A fruitcake and a pen that says, "Don't even think about it."
Look at all those likes and comments. Gosh, Ellen, you're more famous than me.
Come all this way for that nonsense.
There. Now I'm officially following at Fallow North Pole. Do you think she'll follow me back?
Young lady, we have no idea what you're talking about.
But be that as it may, Rebecca, I think it's time that you get to bed and we head back home.
Yes.
No.
Oh, yes, honey. Now, you must be tired, and Hannah and her parents will be up soon.
Oh, I know, but what am I supposed to say about this? No one will believe a kid like me.
Take it from a guy who knows a little bit about belief. Sometimes it's easier to just do what you need to do. Believe what you want to believe. Let everyone else make up their own mind.
What does that mean? What am I supposed to say?
Trust me. You'll know.
Wait, where's my stocking? It was hanging right there.
Oh, honey, I'm sorry. I was filling them up with treats earlier, and I just forgot to hang it up. It's right here.
See, it's back. Right where it belongs. It's a nice feeling, isn't it? To belong.
Wait! Thank you all so much. I'll never forget what you've done for me. And, tell Paulo I said hi, okay?
I will. You take care, young lady.
Rebecca, it's Christmas! Look at all the gifts under the tree. Santa was here. Did you sleep on the sofa all night? Did you see him?
Did I... what? See... Santa?
Oh, good. Santa ate the cookies we set out for him.
Hannah, you'll never believe what happened.
Merry Christmas, kiddos! The annual Messina Christmas Day traditions may now commence.
Mom, Dad, of stuff. Annie ate the cookies.
And I bet the stockings are filled with treats too.
Okay. Gee, Mom, where do we start?
I forgot the marshmallows for the cocoa. Be right back.
Well, I'm not gonna wait for you, Mom. Me first, me first.
Hello, you have reached the Best Buy Expert Service Unbeatable Price Help Desk. We're experiencing an unusually high call volume, and all our agents are busy at this time. Please try back later or go to www.helpdesk.bestbuy.com/North Pole. Thank you.
Here's the Best Buy Help Center. Is this where you...
Yes, thanks. What? Hello? Hello? Hello?
Mr. Slalom, sir.
What? Brad Pitt is asking about me?
Thank you for this generous award, but surely it was a group effort.
Excuse me, Mr. Slalom.
Sammy, Finn, why are you here? And what could be so important? Who are you and what are you wearing?
Hey, hello, Mr. Slalom. I'm Rodney Franklin Abernathy.
The third, a.k.a. Santa 857. We're sorry to bother you, but he said it was important.
Ah, yes, 857. The man responsible for the Great Glitch in Grand Rapids. That's what we're calling it now. It was my idea.
Santa 857 of Section 41D and 37D fame, or should I say infamy?
I'm sorry about all that, but hey, you should know that my night got much better after that.
Of course it did. After all, you got fantastic advice from our leader, Allister Slalom. You really have us on edge there, 857, but our CEO handled it with much grace and great poise.
Thank you, Jonathan. But why are you here, 857? You should be at home relaxing after your first professional Christmas all-nighter. Or reviewing your notes on how to avoid running into children while on your next one.
If there is a next one, we're only planning to include your little escapade in the cautionary tales breakout session at our review meeting scheduled for February. We considered having you lead that presentation, but we thought the humiliation might be too much for you.
What? Okay, now that just mean, well, it's not my fault that...
Not your fault that what?
Okay. So do you want to know why I came up here?
Yes, that would be nice.
Well, at first I came up here to say what a wonderful experience this has been. You know, after you do something as exciting as this, you're so wired and riding such a high that you just want to talk to someone.
Tell me about it. It's called a sugar rush.
With the non-disclosure agreement you had to sign, I could hardly talk to my family or friends. So I came up here hoping I'd run into some of the others.
But you see, we're building that into the meeting as an icebreaker. Didn't you get the first draft agenda I sent out last week?
I just realized, though, that I have something more important to say.
Oh, well, what's that?
Well, it occurred to me in the 6 months of training we got, it was mostly just hours and hours of you lecturing us, Allister.
You're welcome.
But you left out the most important teacher of all.
Albert Einstein?
Aristotle?
Julia Child?
No. I was thinking about last night's briefing when you introduced Santa Claus.
Now, age 5'7", I asked Santa to be a part of your training, but he took a pass. He was kind enough to be a part of the kickoff, though.
Well, yes. Oh, and that was great, but he's not the teacher I'm thinking of.
Oh?
He said it himself in his remarks. The children taught him everything he needed to know about being Santa. They are the teachers we need. We need to hear from them as much as we need to hear from you, Allister.
Maybe you're right. No, you are right. But how do we do that?
Well, for starters, send us the letters the children mail to the North Pole and schedule us to make the shopping center appearances instead of these dime-a-dozen mall Santas that give us a bad name.
Wait, slow down. Send them the letters the children mail to the North Pole.
Then, well, I don't know, you could have some space here at the North Pole to connect us with the children. They could record and send messages any time of year that we Santas could access. A lab of some sort, a listening lab. That would be great.
Yes, but how would we pay for it?
What?
Here's how.
Thank you for calling Miracle Ear, where we help you hear, listen, and understand. How may I help you?
Hello, Allister Slalom calling. I have a tremendous sponsorship opportunity to present to your CEO. Could you please connect me?
Wait a minute, guys. I spy with my little eye 2 more gifts. Hannah, how did you miss those?
Really? I'll get them. Let's see here. To Rebecca from Santa and to Rebecca from Hannah. What? None for me? No fair. Wait. From me? Cool.
Hannah, dear, maybe give her the one from Santa first.
Okay, but I get to open the other one since it's from me.
Hello, Rebecca. One of my favorite memories of you was when you lived with your grandparents. I loved visiting you there. I remember the crackling fire, the smell of fresh holly, and the nutcracker playing on the stereo. Hoping it was a favorite memory of yours, I made this special for you. You may know that in the ballet, the Nutcracker turns into a handsome prince and takes Clara on a wonderful journey. But did you know that before that, the Nutcracker is broken due to no fault of his own? With attention, care, and most importantly, love, he perseveres, becomes whole, and does great things. I hope you will keep this Nutcracker. Take care of it and persevere with him as you do great things on the journey ahead of you. I believe in you, Rebecca, and wish you a very Merry Christmas. Love, your friend, Santa Claus.
Are you okay, Rebecca?
Yes, I'm great.
Well, last but not least, Hannah.
I don't get it. What is this?
There's a card in there, honey. Read it.
I can't read this. There's too many words. I'm only 5, you know.
Give it to Rebecca then.
It's time, we think, for a brand new addition to the famous Messina Christmas tradition. A side-by-side photo of Rebecca and Hannah wearing their new matching Christmas pajamas.
Cool! Take the photo now.
Rebecca, turn the card over. There's more.
But what is tradition if not kept on going? Year after year and not soon be stopped. Till we reach our ambition, a family growing. Rebecca, it's you we like to adopt. You want to adopt me? Are you sure?
Yes, of course, Rebecca, dear. But you better check with Hannah first.
I get you as a big sister? For real?
Yes, Hannah, for real.
So, as another year comes to a close, I hope you are surrounded by family and friends that keep you laughing, keep you hopeful, keep you grounded, and keep you learning.
Not learning by books or broadcasts, opinions or polls, but learning by heart.
Love always the Messinas.